that's it for the 2021 bow season. Get all the gear out of the woods and the cycle starts all over again.
I ended up passing on this doe because she had the fawn with her. And the season wasn't open on these fellas. Gonna try something a bit unusual today. I'm bow hunting for deer, yes, but our fall turkey season open, and I got a ground blind on this cornfield down here, and I'm regularly getting turkeys out into it. So I'm gonna take a couple decoys along with me and my calls, and if the birds come out again tonight, I'm gonna see if I can bring them over and get a fall turkey with the bow, or if I see a deer, I'm gonna try to get a deer.
And the chair broke. Decoys are all set up. We're all ready to go. Last try for a turkey.
I was just getting ready to shoot one of these toms on the right when one of them saw something it didn't like and took the whole flock away. Back to deer hunting. I grunt called this buck in, and he's looking all around for the other deer. This was just prior to when I started using the decoys, and I think if I had a decoy out, I would have gotten him. Head over to my buddy's farm, and we're in kind of the prime time of November, just right around the 10th. We just had the full moon, the bucks are chasing the does, and I'm going to try doing some decoying. And decoying is something that I've done pretty well with, and it especially helps me with the stick bows. These are the decoys that I use with the stick bow. This is the one I use the most. It's a feather flex doe decoy. The body just rolls out. Yeah. The head pops in here. And that's it. She's just a bedded doe decoy, and I've shot several bucks with this decoy where they come up and they look at it, especially during the chase part of the hunting season where the bucks are actively chasing does. The other one I use is Montana decoy. It's a feeding doe decoy, and this one just this works great on bucks and does. Looks like a doe that's found something great to eat, so the other does will come up and be curious, and a buck will be curious about it too. The problem with it is it's two-dimensional, so if the deer gets around to the front or the back of it, it'll spook them. So you got to have it backed up against something like brush or something like that where they can't come around it, so that they're always seeing the front side of it. But this decoy works pretty well. So either one of those decoys works. And what I like about both of them, they're very portable. I don't use a full body decoy. That would be pretty tough around here. It'd be tough to get it through the woods in the morning, especially the plastic ones. I had one like that, but I ended up giving it away. These are the two that I use now. That's my basic setup for the decoy. It's off to the left side of the tree stand because I'm a right-handed shooter and I need to have everything over to the left, and usually about 10 yards or so from the tree stand. The deer are going to come into the head of that decoy, and the wind is blowing right in the decoy's face, so they're going to get in front of it and kind of walk into it. They might come in at a little bit of an angle, but they're going to be oriented towards the head. So that's important to realize when you're doing your setup. This doe and two fawns came through, and then shortly afterwards I heard something down below me. couldn't get the camera on the shot, but I got the camera as the buck ran over and dropped. He only went about 40 yards. There's the decoy and there's the buck. He stopped about 10 yards in front of that decoy and I made a good shot. Had a good morning. Ended up getting a 4-pointer over the decoy, and anything with a longbow is awesome. So I'm going to go in and get him right now. I'm going to walk in and take care of him and get him out. I was able to take a buck with the decoy. Great morning in the woods. There's the buck and there's the decoy. And I found through the years that as a traditional bow hunter, using a decoy really helps me because it gives them something that they're fixated on while I can draw my bow. Definitely gives me an edge. I was back in the tree stand trying to fill my doe tag. This doe came up to the front of the decoy and stopped and started looking at it. She also had a buck coming behind her. Once she caught sight of that decoy, she stopped and watched. She was looking it all over. The buck came in 10 yards behind me, and if you look at his face, he got gored in fighting with another buck. We ended up with a standoff. The buck was behind the decoy and the doe was in front of it. Both of them were just staring at it. Never got a shot at the doe. Later that morning, another buck came in. I don't think that he ever saw the decoy. He just kind of passed through.
Well, it's 18 degrees out this morning, so it was quite cold. I was able to bring in a doe and get her to stop looking at the decoy. She had a 3-point buck running her around, and they got in quite a standoff because she was on one side of the decoy, the buck was on the other side of the decoy, and I probably could have shot the buck, but I've already tagged out on my buck tag, and the doe was a little too far out. I'm sure people in other parts of the country wonder, why is this guy shooting younger bucks? Well, around where I live, there's a lot of gun pressure, and most bucks don't make it their second year with a set of antlers. So I'm happy if I get a buck with a stick bow, and to me, anything from a spiker all the way up to a monster buck is a trophy, and I'm always happy with it. So that's kind of the reality where I hunt.
Gonna try and fill my doe tag if I can get a chance at a doe, and I'm gonna be using the stand-up feeding decoy tonight. We'll see how that goes. In spite of my best efforts, I didn't fill my doe tag before the gun season started. But this is a little look at how to use decoys for a traditional archer and the advantage that they give you. Thanks for watching.